we've looked at the boards, we've looked at who's available, who's not, who's the pick. I obviously have to be reserved in my mock draft is coming out, but you know who you want, you know who's the best available, the best players. Mikael Williams, in a report of Sports Illustrated, had a workout, but it didn't exactly go that well. He kind of was dealing with some nagging injury, but there's always something that tends to pop up pre-draft that could be reported to help maybe head them slide a little bit. But a lot of the players, which was wild to see starting from the combine, just didn't participate. It was interesting to see that Will Johnson still never ran a 40. We still don't know his top end speed from the workouts, but it's to me a situation in which I feel like the position is going to be offensive line. I feel like it's going to shake out based on my mock draft, offensive line first, maybe a defensive tackle, then a wide receiver, edge rusher in the later rounds on day 2 or day 3. I think there's enough depth. And then you fill spots at safety, linebacker, and maybe another offensive lineman, maybe later on in the later rounds. Between the 5th round guys to 7th round guys are going to struggle to make the team and even compete, but you still have to fill out your needs. And I think the first 4 picks, the first, picks in the 150 spots they have, I think will be really, really key to have some impact. But who do you think, Christian, at this point, who do you think the Lions will select at number 28 when I think the odds on favorite maybe is they stay up or maybe move up just a little bit, 22, 23, if they find that Tyler Booker's there, that they really want him and they feel like a Texans team might still take him, maybe move up just in front of them on the draft board. But who do you think, if they stay at number 28, they hand it in around 11:30 at night on a Thursday evening after the Pistons hopefully win game 3, who do the Lions pick? Who's the name that's get written on the card and the Lions hand it in for Roger Goodell to read on late Thursday evening?
For all the reasons I just mentioned, I'm going to go with Gray Zabel. I know I had Mikael Williams in my last mock draft, but when you really dig in, I think it's more likely that Zabel is there than Mikael Williams is there. Obviously, Williams would be a dream, but I think Zabel has a good chance of being there. He's kind of in that 2nd to 3rd range in terms of interior offensive line, and with an emphasis being on offensive tackles in terms of the overall offensive line, I think there's a good chance he could slide down the board to 28 for the Detroit Lions. And I think, like I said, Zabel is going to be a perfect fit for the Lions just because he's so versatile. He could slide in behind Ragnow if Ragnow has to miss a game. He's going to compete with Glasgow and Mahogany and the rest of the young offensive linemen for those 2 guard spots. You'd have to think Glasgow will at least have a chance to defend his left guard spot. But in the event Zabel beats him out, maybe you're rolling out there with Zabel and Mahogany. Who knows? I just think he adds another layer to your offensive line competition. He's going to give you a lot of different options on game day. And the best part is he's ready to help you right now. And that's what it's all about for a team that's looking to make the Super Bowl. So give me Gray Zabel. Mikael Williams is 2 on that list. And then Derek Harmon 3.